Taurus Sun, welcome to your year ahead 2025 reading. What is your big issue that you're going to be dealing with in the year 2025? And Happy New Year. If you're new here, my name is Podkane. I do readings a couple times a month for right now. Um, Hopefully soon I'll do more, but I do readings for all the Venus signs for love and relationship readings. And I also do readings for all rising signs for monthly checkups. But now we're doing the big issue for 2025. And first, we're going to get an archetype card for you just to see what you're kind of embodying or what you're overcoming. If it's in a negative light, like we're going to find out, get some answers for you. Didn't feel like doing the whole like 12 months ahead and pulling cards for each month. Like you're just going to forget that shit. So, like, what's the biggest thing that you're going to be dealing with this year? Taurus 2025. Oh, we got two. I don't want two, though. Okay. So we got the judge and the priest, both reversed. So the shadow attributes of the priest violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. And then the shadow attribute of the judge, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So let's see how that applies to you, my dear Taurus. We're going to use the As Above, So Below decks to do your tarot reading today. The So Below deck is what we're going to start with. It's just talking about like the material aspects and the physical aspects and like the people and places and things involved. And then we're going to do another reading with the As Above deck to get more clarity and insight about how this relates to you spiritually and why this is happening now, and just a few different types of questions we're going to use with that deck to get all the information that we can get out of this. So, Taurus Sun, what is this big issue that they're dealing with in 2025? This is crazy because this is the exact same card in this position I got for Aries. So it's the Seven of Wands, which is holding your higher ground and overcoming a challenge and holding true to your beliefs. What is their challenging, the thing that's challenging them the most in this? So financial security. This is your card too, so you might be your own worst enemy in this situation. And to clarify that, we also have the King of Wands. So this could be like a partner or another person in the situation, or a teacher, father, mentor. Doesn't have to be male either, but like this is someone who has this could be a spiritual leader, someone or a religious leader, for sure. Someone that has a great deal of wisdom and insight and is definitely a teacher and a leader. They typically are very creative and energetic, and they have power, but they use their power wisely generally. So let's look and see some more information about what all this means for you. What is the underlying cause of this situation happening for Taurus Suns? You're not listening to your intuition, not sure. Forest for the trees kind of outlook where, trying to focus on all the little details and you're not listening to the bigger picture in your own heart about what you already should know about it. Five of Swords, to win at all costs. And then the Page of Swords reverse, which is a lot of nasty talk. That's a lot of this shit talking happening. To win at all costs, not following the intuition. Okay, so what happened to lead up to this? Somebody was right about something and got a victory. Oh, the Ace of Wands reverse, but it was like uninspired or didn't have energy behind it. What else? Okay, a lot. Because there was a wish to let go of everything and build a new pursuit of mastery that was maybe more enjoyable or closer to the heart, like we had the artist here. Okay, so if this is you, well, it is you, but we're saying that there may have been like a new inspiration or a new idea. Okay. Camera, come back. A new idea that you had where you were like, I really need to start a new business or go back to school or create this new passion led thing for myself. Okay. And it may have not made you very much money. You may have had to like let go of a lot of your stability to pursue this with the Four of Pentacles reversed too, girl. So basically it was your dream, but it required you to let go of everything to gain mastery over this. Okay. But with the Ace of Wands reversed, it was like there wasn't a lot of energy behind it. Like it's slow moving, like it's taking a long time to build. So what is Taurus sun thinking about in this situation? Like what's on their mind in this situation? Justice reversed, unfair circumstances. What else? Taurus suns in 2025, their big issue. Ten of Swords. Oh. And you're thinking about how you just killed off something or... Six of Pentacles reverse, greed. Okay. Here's another possibility. You're trying to stand your ground against someone who believes they have the right of it. And you also believe you have the right of it. And you were just hoping for them to let go, but they've held on and actually been making deals behind closed doors. This person will stop at nothing. They're not into their intuition, and they are very nasty. You're thinking about how unfair the situation is, how you just want it all to end, how you're willing to do almost anything to get it to end, and the greed and corruption that's inherent in it. There could be two different people involved here. An earth sign and a fire sign. Fire sign male, earth sign female. Okay. What's the next likely thing to happen for Taurus suns regarding this situation? There's going to be an offer made. But it's not helpful. What else? Anything else related to that? There's irreconcilable differences and potentially a parting of the ways very soon. The irreconcilable differences in the case of the Lovers card reversed is like, we just want different things and different outcomes. We don't see eye to eye. We have totally different methods of doing things or speaking or communicating. Belief systems different. Everything. And someone's making an offer, but it's a small offer. It's small potatoes compared to what's required in your mind to rectify the situation. And so it's kind of like, if this is all you have to offer me, then I'm out of here. Energy. What is Taurus sun afraid of with this situation? Ace of Cups and the Eight of Swords. I think at this point, by the time you're in this, maybe even by the time you're hearing this, you've already done some work on some level of emotionally distancing yourself, and you're afraid of re-entrapment through emotional needs and emotional concerns of like falling back into it. I wonder if this is a relationship too. It could be. But then the Judge and the Priest, it's like whoever you're dealing with, or if this is you, as someone who is very high and mighty about what is right and what is wrong, and they're not going to be convinced otherwise by piddly old little you, or if this is you, you're very much stubborn about whatever you believe to be true. And you're not giving ground. So I can't tell which one you are because of that Seven of Wands. really neither one of you is giving ground, because you're showing up as Seven of Wands is like, no, I know what is right. This is my belief. I'm standing 10 toes down on it. And I'm not listening to what anyone else around me is saying. I'm going to go forth with courage, even in the face of adversity. But yeah, you're afraid of getting emotionally reconnected and some new emotional input. This could even be like having a child, or some new thing happens where it's like, oh my God, I feel sorry for them. So now I got to get caught up again, or some type of new emotional vulnerability. This could even be, it's an offer of love as well. So you're almost afraid if they're saying like, making an offer towards you of like telling you everything that you want to hear. And you're afraid that you're going to allow that to get you caught back up and entrap you. So who is this person in the situation? How are they showing up? Let's get a couple cards for this person that Taurus Sun is dealing with right now with the situation. 10 of Pentacles and the Empress reversed. So there's two different possibilities. Well, there's a few. It's a general reading. There's a lot, but like 10 of Pentacles is either a corporate job or a hierarchy. This could be a grandparent. Someone that is in a family structure, someone that is in a corporate hierarchy structure, or someone that is in a long-standing existing structure, like it could be a church group, or I don't know. So, okay, and then the Empress reversed is someone who is toxically over-mothering and over-nurturing, smothering. So this could be a mother figure. This could be a like a boss that is micromanaging you. Or this could be a very long-term relationship with a whole family involvement. And then someone who is like, I know what's best for you, both mentally and spiritually. So there's possibilities here. All right. What is Taurus hoping for? Seriousness. Let's get serious. Let's get real. You want your family to get serious about the chaos and division that's happened. Your emotionals, with the 10 of Cups reverse, it's like broken family, no emotional support, being separated from loved ones. You're hoping that your family will take this problem seriously. It's almost like a father issue, mother issue, narcissism vibes a little bit. It's a bit broad though. But it's the 10 of Cups also isn't just families. It's like groups of people that are tied together by emotional bonds. And this situation is driving everyone apart. And you want serious recognition of that. You want clear-sighted action to be taken. That's what outcome you're hoping for. So what is the most likely outcome for Taurus Sun given this situation as it stands now? What's the most likely outcome? 2 of Cups reversed. It's breakup. 9 of Cups. Let's just be real. Let's cut to the chase. Let's not sugarcoat this. You're not sugarcoating this. This is an ugly, ugly breakup of some sort. 9 of Wands reversed. Interesting. That's also, it's both saying I won't be a victim, but I'm letting down my guard. It's also destruction of boundaries. So it could require you to, You may be planning on letting down your guard enough to lay it all out on the line, but also there's a self-imposed boundary here with this relationship of not saying how you really feel, of not cutting right to the core, of not being mean, of that you've been protecting this person emotionally, and you're done with that. Okay. King of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck. There's some kind of financial abuse implied here as well, where it's like, well, I make all the money and you don't have an income, so you can't go anywhere. Or no one's hiring right now, so good luck finding a new job. Or if you quit like this, we're not going to give you your pension. Or, if you cut me out, you're out of the inheritance. Or, or if you say all this stuff, you're out of the inheritance kind of stuff. So they're using some financial tactics to try to manipulate you. And at this point, it looks like you're saying, fuck that. All right. So let's go on to the next deck and look at the spiritual aspect of why you are in this situation in 2025 and what you need to know about it. Taurus Sun. 2025, the big issue. Standing for truth and justice. I hear that. All right, Taurus Sun, how are you showing up? The Lovers. You have to make a choice. And the outcome of that choice has grave consequences. When I say grave, I mean serious. I don't mean bad. But it's a turning point. It's absolute you cutting this person out or not, or however you choose to deal with it, cutting ties with the job, whatever it is, like this group, this has huge consequences for you. What is challenging Taurus Sun? It's just that you're lacking in support. And I think that maybe if you had someone in your corner agreeing with you, and that kind of relates back to what we got with like the family. The family is just self-destructing and they're toxic and they don't know what the fuck's going on and they don't see it how you see it. If you had support on side, then you wouldn't even be in the situation. I feel like you would have rallied the troops and it would have been that. What's the spiritual reason why Taurus Sun is in this situation now? 9 of Cups. There's a hope and a dream, a vision. And what about that? Interesting. I knew it. It's unbalanced and it's... Okay. It can't go anywhere. Some part of you has been overly idealistic about your expectations. My dog is desperately trying to get me to open the door, but I won't let her. With Temperance reversed, this is extremism. This is something that's not able to be transformed from water into wine or lead into gold. And there's a lack of integration of the realities of life. This is a very idealistic card. And then with the Crone of Fire, at the timeline of this idealism and this dream and this having these hopes and dreams, but then not being able to turn it into anything because you're too polarized. That time is ending. Boy, that's nebulous. Let's keep going. The time's out. Hopefully that makes more sense to you than it does to me, but let's keep going. Okay, so why is this happening now? Like, we see the causation, so why is the timing right for Taurus Sun for this circumstance, this choice to be made? There's a new inspiration and a new influx of energy, a new self-worth, a new self-identity. Oh, and the Death card. A major change. This even relates to like December 23rd, if something major for you happened then. With Yule. But this major change lit up something inside you. There was a spark of energy. And the Six of Cups. And there's some kind of unconditional love involved here. But not hearing a calling. Interesting. So going back to like not hearing the intuition and like, I feel like with this person or the situation, you do have a lot of compassion. That's why you're so scared to get drawn back in emotionally. But they don't get it. And you're not certain either yet. All right. So Taurus Sun, is it? What are you thinking about? What's the highest possibility outcome for Taurus Sun in this situation? Ten of Cups. And more. Your family could be healed by the situation, this group that you're in. All is not lost with them. If you're able to move correctly through this situation by following your intuition and making a right choice, you can heal this emotional group that you're a part of. And there's even more possibilities that is, with the hand on the book, it's not really meant to be known. But then we have Mars reversed. It would calm down all the fighting and the craziness, and put a stop to this extremism, this chaos. I mean, it almost seems like you feel like you're at war. What does Taurus Sun need to do next to gain this highest possible outcome? You need your financial independence first and foremost, and you need to take things day by day. Look to your supporters. You do have supporters. I see that you feel like you don't, but you do. I think you need to look to friends, people outside the family circle. I think that having simple enjoyments and pleasures in everyday life will help you to maybe take your mind off of this like idealization and dream as well. If you're having to let go of something that you really hoped could happen with this person, with this situation, one easy way to do that is to focus on what is happening in your everyday life. And be in gratitude. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful that I am, able-bodied and able to work, or I have a support system that can help me survive. I'm grateful for my friends that are willing to listen and support me. I'm grateful for the internet so I can look online for help and support and information. All kinds of shit, okay? There are all kinds of things in each of our lives that we can be grateful for today. That can help you transition away from so much importance placed on what should have been, could have been, would have been if this person wasn't so crazy. If we weren't able to transform this, is really what it is. You've changed. They haven't. I really relate to that. I've been through that too. And letting go of those dreams, I think for you right now is the tough part. The thing, what you thought was going to happen, your idealized goals, like we were going to do this together, we were going to do that together, or, I was going to rise to the top and be making all this money, or, I was going to use this career to, retire early or whatever it is. But it's just like that possibility is gone. And it needs to be, because it wasn't able to transform into reality for whatever reason. This is a major card, Temperance. And a lot of times when these cards show up, they're beyond our control as humans. It's just sometimes we run in life, we run into boundaries to make us wise and strong, and sometimes it just is what it is. It depends on your perspective of how things work in life. Sometimes it's just fucking coincidence, I think. But yeah. All right, anything else about how, well, we got that. It's very simple. It's meant to be simple. It's meant to enjoy the simple things in life. What is the word of warning for Taurus sun in this situation? That's a big one. Mars reversed is back with 4 of fire reversed. The word of warning is that things can get very ugly if you don't remove yourself from this situation, if you don't cut ties with what you thought was going to be with this person that isn't understanding what the fuck is the issue, someone that's trying to tell you who you are and what to do and what's right and what's wrong and thinks they know better than you. Things could come to war, like physical altercations, destruction of all kinds. It came right out. It's very much on the table. It is important. The time is now. Whenever the situation comes to head to you, for you, I mean, it's 2025, whether that's tomorrow or December 31st, I don't know, but there's an inner knowing here and a major change that precedes this choice. There's a new spark and an unconditional love for yourself, a return to, this could even be a concern about children. This could be healing your child self. Just trying to give you some markers. So how you will know what is in the best interest for the party we're speaking of in Taurus sun's life. What is in their best interest? The stars. There's signs all around them, but they're not fucking looking. What else? They need to let go of control. The God reversed. This is narcissism level. Not saying they are a narcissist. I don't know what the fuck. I'm a tarot reader on the internet. This is absolute power and control for power and control's sake. Misuse of said power and control to that, either purposefully or accidentally hurts others, harms you. What is the basis of this need to control for this individual in Taurus sun's life? What is the basis for this need to control in Taurus sun's life, this person? Resources, money, security, material wealth, access to it. Also, if they experience a time in their life where they did not have those things, whether that was real or imagined, it was their perception. they place that very, very high on their value system scale. And a feeling of insecurity, like actual, it's not just emotional insecurity, it's actual security. Like, if I don't control everything around me, I will end up destitute on the streets. Okay. What is the word of solace for Taurus Sun in this situation? Oh. Seven of Cups reversed. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Those without wisdom lack the ability to create boundaries and barriers that are lasting when faced up against someone with intuition. Someone tries to place a barrier, you just go around or break right through it in some cases. But it's saying that they're not as powerful as you think they are because they can't see, they can't communicate properly, they don't know, they don't have clarity. Again, with the Judgment reverse, they don't know what the fuck's happening. They are caught up in their own security fears when all the information is right around them, but they can't see it. And therefore, you don't need to be worried about their actual power and effectiveness once you stand in your power. Any type of scheme or ploy that they come up with, you will be able to navigate that better than you believe. A lot better. Okay. So this is a part of your story for a specific reason. And that reason is you are meant to be steadfast, steady, persistent, long-lasting. And anything that is that way takes a long time to build. This is just another step on that path towards building towards something very great. It's just, you can't see where it's headed. It may feel like this was all it was ever going to be. You know, it may feel like this was your thing, your person, your family, your group, your job. But this was always meant to be a footnote in your story. All right, Taurus, let's get some advice to close you out. No, you better give me something for Taurus Sun. Did I say Taurus rising? I got the same card twice. The reason why I didn't take this is because I also got it for Aries Sun. But hey, this is what they said. It popped out twice. I guess I have to take it, even though I don't want to reread it again because I'm stubborn. Star Brothers. Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. That it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it wants to most harden. For you, this is about knowing that you're always going to be supported by your spiritual team. So whatever faith you believe in, even if that's just your inner self, if you're agnostic or atheist, which kudos to you to being on a tarot reading. That's what's up. I started out being an atheist too, but and here we are. But whatever your team of supporters that you believe to be. Even if that's just people in your life, you know, someone to talk to, someone to air your issues out. I mean, all of us have a responsibility for a certain level of independence. Which again, we got the independence card here with the 9 of Pentacles, where we manage our own finances and we take care of our own business and we make sure that we provide the resources to home ourselves and whatever that has to look like. You know, sometimes it's not going to look like much because we don't have much, but it will be within our power to always remain safe no matter what other people are doing. And that's what actually allows us to open our hearts to others. Even if we've had this past issues with betrayal, but even for you, I feel that letting go of this dream feels like such a failure and a hopeless situation. But it's just requiring you to open up to the possibility that there is still love all around you and that you weren't even dreaming high enough. That this situation had so much to teach you on your way to something better. And, you know, I think that's really ultimately what it's all about. If you're, you know, with a group or a person or a family member, whoever this is, that cannot see the forest for the trees and they are so closed off to the reality and they're trying to control everything around them because they're very much in fear. It just feels to me like you've hit that spark of inspiration and you know yourself at this point. You've changed, right? And transformed. You're equal to something greater than this. And I think that maybe believing deeply in this dream actually was enabling you to stay in this situation for longer because it was a self-renewal of your emotional well-being. Where you said, we'll get through this tough time because this is on its way. And it kind of depersonalized you from the realities of the situation, of how toxic it actually is. Letting go of dreams is never easy, but I think if you explore how you were feeding this dream to, overcome the realities of how shitty the situation actually was. It was an idealization and a sort of escapism in a way. But there's better things on the horizon for you for sure. And it's a big turning point for you, Taurus, so be excited about it. And that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed that, I really am grateful that you watched through this entire video. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe. I also do monthly Venus readings, love readings, and I do monthly rising sign checkup readings. So check back, watch this space. And until I see you next time, bye.